Hey, it's Tim. So you ever feel stuck in your business or in your personal life, and you just feel like the harder you try to get motivated, the harder you try to make things happen, the more you just feel like something is holding you back and you don't know what it is. And so maybe you have a coach or a counselor or a therapist and you ask them for help and you're telling them, I'm struggling. They're like, what's going good for you? And you're like, nothing. I keep trying and I can't take action. Every time I try, I feel like something inside of me just shuts me down, and I know I need to do this, and it's just making me feel even worse, and I feel like I'm letting you down, and I just feel so stuck, and I don't know how to get past this feeling. I know I got to do something, but this feeling just makes me feel like I can't, and I hate it, and I hate myself for it, and I don't know what to do, and it's just driving me crazy. And so often when you're in that situation, most therapists, most counselors, most coaches will try to change that by motivating you or trying to get you to use positive thinking or reframing, right? And so they'll say, well, you just got to take one action, and you just got to commit to taking this one action, and you got to believe in yourself, and you got to tell yourself that I can do this, and you got to stand in the mirror and say 10 times a day that I believe in me, that I can do this, that I'm a winner, right? And they won't do it. Or even if they do, it still won't change their behavior. And then people feel like they're letting their coach down, and then the coach gets frustrated because they're like, well, they're just not trying hard enough, or they just don't want it bad enough. The old Dr. Phil, approach of intimidation. And, if you don't do it, you just don't want it bad enough. And that is false. Here's what's really going on. You have an unconscious values conflict, which means that you've got two opposing beliefs that are battling with each other in your brain. And when you're fighting yourself, you cannot win, because a confused mind takes no action. When your mind is confused, I want to do this, but I want to do this. I can't do this because if I do this, then I'm going to get hurt, then all of a sudden you just will feel paralyzed, and you'll go round and round because your brain is literally causing you to not move, because it thinks at some level you're going to get hurt if you do. And so interestingly enough, our brain is very good at developing these dysfunctional coping strategies that maybe when we were kids, they saved us, they helped us. Like people have beliefs that I have to be quiet, I have to play small, I can't stand out because I'll get knocked down. If I use my voice, I would get hit, I would get beat, I would be punished, I would be verbally ripped apart, right? Or if I made too much noise, I might have got punished. All kinds of horror stories and traumas that people experienced in the 60s, 70s, and 80s growing up. I know I did. Everybody got spanked and beat and hit with the belt and all this other stuff that people did. And of course, everybody was sarcastic and said horrible things and never really thought about how other people's feelings. That's just not what people really did back then, unless they were really emotionally mature, but most people weren't. And so most people aren't now, unfortunately. And so it causes us to develop these coping strategies that maybe they kept us safe as a kid, but now they're causing pain when we're adults. And we don't even know that those strategies are still inside of us. And even if we do, we still don't know how to change it. That's why in therapy, they say awareness is change. No, it isn't, right? You can be aware of these things, but still not know how to change it. I learned how to change it from 35 years of being in the trenches and doing 15,000 sessions and hundreds of groups until I finally figured out, we've got to resolve this values conflict. And very quickly, the way that you do it is you get the one part of you that's holding back, and you try to figure out how it's trying to protect you or serve you in some way. Try to find that secondary benefit. Try to find that hidden payoff for how it's trying to help you. If you have this belief that, everything that your brain does is an attempt to try to help, save, or protect you, and we assume there's a positive intention behind that behavior, then we try to find it. So we thank that part of you for trying to hold you back, but then we figure out what's the intention. And the intention is almost always, I don't want to get hurt. Maybe I don't want to get hurt physically when I was a kid. I don't want to get hurt emotionally now as an adult by being rejected, by putting myself out there and people not liking me, by, whatever else is, fill in the excuse. There's so many excuses for why we're afraid. And so that part of us is keeping us from taking action. Then you get connected with the other part of you that is your inner wisdom that wants you to reach your fullest potential. It's the part of you that keeps looking for a way to solve this. It's the part of you that keeps watching videos like the one you're watching right now. It's the part of you that keeps reaching out and trying one more time because it knows that if you don't take action, you're going to be miserable, right? Which is the irony, because this other part of you that's holding you back thinks that it's protecting you from the misery, but it's causing the misery now. It's not protecting you, it's causing it. And so what we got to do is get connected with the other part of you that believes in you, that knows that you are born for greatness, that knows that you have the ability to shine. And then what we do, the two parts are opposing right now. So what we do is we start to blend them together in a new way. What if that part of you, because we know this other part of you that's been trying to help you, what's its positive intention? To help you reach your fullest potential, to help you have more joy, to help you get more out of life, to make your dreams come true. That's why it wants this. That's why it's not giving up. It keeps looking for another way. But they're in conflict, because if you do that, you could get hurt. And so these two parts of you battle. So what do is we get these two parts of you working together, collaborating. Two parts create a third part, a new part, a collaborative, synergistic new belief and idea and energy that will allow you to remove the conflict so you have a clear path so you can finally take action and start showing up in the way that you want to now. And so what you do then is you imagine that what if that part that's stopping you, that's holding you back, that's so good at it, so good at it, right? You literally could have more happiness and joy, and this part is holding you back from experiencing that. You could have more inner security, peace, love, relationships, health, and that part of you is shutting that down because it thinks it's trying to protect you. It's confused, right? What if that powerful force shifted and was on your side? What if that powerful force decided it was going to shift gears and move you towards your goals, thrust you towards your goals and your inner security and your prosperity and your giant practice or whatever it is that you desire? What if that part of you suddenly shifted gears and was going for it and was going with you? And now it joined forces with this other part of you that's been wanting that all along. And it creates this new collaborative energy inside of you that now says the only way to experience more joy and more life fulfillment and more success is to take action and move forward. You can't win, you can't score, you can't have fulfilling experiences on the sidelines. You have to be in the game. You have to be on the field in the game and take action and move forward, because that's what gives you experience. That's what allows you to grow. That's what makes life fun, right? That's what makes life really exciting. Sitting on the sidelines, wasting away isn't doing anything. You got to be on the field in the game. So getting rid of the values conflict and being able to create that synergy is what allows you to start making your dreams come true. So when I'm in a situation like that with somebody and they start to feel stuck, then I'll take them through that exercise. And it usually takes about 5 to 7 minutes. Sometimes it takes a little bit longer, but within that very short amount of time, they go from telling me a whole long story about why they couldn't take action and how they're still feeling stuck and they can't get past the fear and they don't know what's wrong with them. And then they want to tell me all the reasons for why they're feeling stuck and frustrated and helpless and hopeless. And within 7 minutes, they sound like a different person. They're like, I feel light. I feel excited. I feel motivated. I know what I'm going to do today. I'm going to get this action. I'm going to take this action. I just feel so strong. I just feel so clear. I just feel like I'm going to do this now. And I feel really, really good about it. And it's like, really, it feels like you're talking to two different people, right? And it's because the old fear isn't dominant anymore. The new powerful voice. It's like you got a good wolf and a bad wolf. And the one you feed is the one that's going to win and get strongest. And you got the good wolf now. The good wolf is in there saying, let's do this. Let's go. And that is what my One Belief Way hypnosis method does. It transforms your unconscious programming. And it's so much more effective and so much more powerful than anything else that's out there because of all the different tools and experiences that have been combined to create this One Belief Away method that you can use in your coaching practice. You can use it in your consulting business. You can use it as a wellness expert. You can use this for your own personal benefit, to make more money, to build your relationships, to lose weight, whatever it is that you desire, just to have total 100% self-belief and confidence. It is so powerful. It's changing the game. It's changing the game. So remember, don't believe everything you think, okay? And don't believe how you feel. I just feel this way. Your feelings are being generated by your beliefs, right? And if your beliefs are faulty, then how you're feeling, it's not really accurate. So we got to upgrade those beliefs, and then you'll have a new feeling that allow you that will allow you to grow and take your success, your happiness, your life fulfillment to the next level. So I hope to see you at my next Practice Accelerator Master Course or Masterclass, or my next Practice Amplifier 3-day immersion class, because they are amazing. And if you need some private coaching to take your results to the next level and you're ready to invest in that and get those amazing results, then reach out to our office and let's do this and make it happen for you. Thanks. Talk to you soon.